we're going to talk about three candle formation. Three candle formation is actually a very important tool when you're trying to essentially look at multiple time frames without going through a multiple time frames. This is how we identify ranges on lower time frames. So, for example, if I see one on a 15-minute time frame, this will help me identify a 5-minute range without actually physically going to that 5-minute time frame. Now, some key takeaways about the three candle confirmation is the candle color does not matter. Does not matter at all. So don't overthink about that. Um, the size of the candle does not matter as well. And the only thing you really need to, I guess, be cautious of or mindful of when you're looking at three candle confirmations or formations are the middle candle has to have the longest wick. Okay, so depending on the bullish or bearish, we'll go over the difference on how you want to see that middle wick. But let's go to a bullish concept of 3CL. So with a bullish three candle confirmation, you want to see the middle candle have the lowest wick. So it's exactly what it says. Three candles in a row. The first three candles, regardless of color, this could have been, let's make this red just to show that it doesn't matter. No, it could be any color. But what you'll notice is you have one candle, two candles, three candles. Out of all of these candles, the second candle, the middle candle, has the longest wick. And for hypothetical, let's say this was on the hour time frame. On the 15-minute time frame, you're going to see something like this. And this is kind of how we'll start getting into ranges. For a bearish three candle confirmation, same thing, right? Doesn't matter how long this week is. This week could have been right here. This week could have been this low. Doesn't matter. As long as that middle wick is the longest, that is a three candle confirmation. And for this one, when it appears like the top of the candle is the longest, then you're going to see the bearish formation, the bearish range. So the only difference between bearish and bullish three candle confirmation is where the longest wick is. It's always going to be in the middle. It's always going to be candle number two. But on the bullish, you're going to see it on the lower wick, and on the bearish, you're going to see it on the higher wick. Now let's go to a live chart. That way you're able to actually get some real examples of them. I can kind of show you guys. Um, let's go to the 1 hour, for example. I'm just going to point out some three candle confirmations. Um, let's start right here. So here we can see, obviously, we have, let me zoom in a little bit more. On the bullish side, we have 1, 2, 3. This middle candle is the longest wick. Therefore, right here would be a three candle. You got 1, 2, 3. This longest wick. That would be a three candle. We can even come here. You got 1, 2, 3, and I'm not sure if you can see that. It's a little wick, real little, but it is the longest out of these three. And you see how these candles aren't lined up just like perfectly in a row. All we're looking at is the middle candle the longest candle? In this situation, yes, it is. Or is the middle wick the longest wick? Let me say that, not candle. In this situation, it is. So that's another one. All right. So just mark out those few, and let me mark out some bearish ones as well. Um, right here, you got 1, 2, 3. So this middle one is the longest one. Let's make this blue, or no, that's the blue's getting too much. Let's make this pink. All right, we have 1, 2, 3. This middle one is the longest. And we can do this one. 1, 2, 3. This middle is the longest. Now, this is on the 1 hour time frame. And again, don't worry about how to actually use this within the strategy yet. You're going to be able to piece that all together as we talk about more topics, but just understand the concept of seeing this on the chart and what it actually does and what it means on lower time frames. So on the 1 hour, we're seeing that we have these three candle formations. Now let's go to like the 15-minute time frame to see what these look like at these dots. So let's go start with the bearish ones over here. You'll see that this bearish one and this one didn't really quite come all the way down, but you saw we started the retracement phase. And if you know anything about retracement phases, you know that's what we need to see within ranges. Let's go to the 5-minute. It probably has a better range for you to see. The 5-minute has a better range for you to see. So on the 5-minute, the way I would look at this, the way you could look at this is, look, we had the run of this liquidity right here. And then the market decided to break this low right here, giving us the start of our bearish range, breaker structure. Going to another dot we have here, you have this one. You see it started to move, but it also came back to give you another three candle right here, but eventually ends up breaking the low right there. Or you can just look at it simply that this was the start of a retracement phase. Um, Come here on three candle. And again, this is just showing you that on lower time frames, these are ranges. So right here, let's just do it right here. It looks better. That could be the run of liquidity. And then they have your break structure here. That'll be for a three candle. Let's see, do we have any other? I'll go to the 15-minute again. We did one, two, three. We did all three of those. Okay, cool. So now let's go to the bullish side, right? You'll see the same thing. You have run of liquidity right here. So this low got taken out. And then you have on the 5 minute, I know this is gonna be a breaking structure. It doesn't look like it on the 15. You go to the 5 minute, you'll see, yeah, you'll see ran this liquidity here, broke this high here, or you could even do it down here. This is yeah, it's a low. Ran that low. You can say it broke the high here if you would like. But yeah, the whole concept, the whole point is to show you that on a higher time frame, we found all these points on 1 hour, by the way. On the 1 hour, we were able to see what it would possibly look like on these 5 and 15-minute time frames simply by finding this three candle formation. Again, don't use this alone just to trade. That's not gonna work for you. But this is going to be a very important concept whenever you start piecing everything together. But you'll see here, ran out this low, then we end up breaking this high on the three candle formation. But yeah, three candle formation is actually a topic. No, you don't spend too much time on it. After you look at the market, you'll start to notice it pretty often. It's everywhere. Again, you're not going to use this as a standalone when you're trying to make money in the markets, but three candle formation will be a very important part in your strategy as you progress along the course.